Welcome back, everybody. Filet mignon here from Medium Rare Poetry, and today we're a bit upset. As we say in Australia, when something is astounding, well, love a black duck. Isn't anybody going to rein in Donald Trump? As you know, he's recently been on a flying carpet tour of the Arabian states to see how much money he can make for himself. And of course, the Qataris donated to him a $400 million jumbo jet known as the Flying Palace. And of course, to circumvent the emoluments clause, they're donating it to the US Air Force, who will then pass it on to Donald Trump's presidential library. The man doesn't even read. Anyway, had to write a poem about this one. So today I present to you The Callous Palace. The Callous Palace by Filet Mignon. Searching for some natural fuel? Then look towards Qatar. They have the largest gas reserves in all the world by far. It's buried under desert sands, for that is all they've got. No forest trees or fertile fields, the place is too damned hot. They liquefy this precious stuff and ship it overseas. As such, they are the richest folk, the envy of Chinese. They live right by the Persian Gulf, whose waters are so blue, but they're the worst emitters of that nasty CO2. All this wealth and power was a magnet to the ass, who was the great producer of a most unnatural gas. So like a moth unto the flame, the Donald went to call on Where's you been, Alfani, for the greatest deal of all. His welcome was a grand affair, escorted by 10 camels. Their auburn hides a perfect match to Donald's face enamel. Add to that some Cybertrucks in fire engine red made boyfriend Musk all gooey as his sales were nearly dead. Donald, the peacemaker, sold them weapons by the score, while Musk was flogging Starlink to control these arms offshore. Qataris were excited. They could rule the desert sands, allay those jealous Saudis and their greedy Arab hands. With thanks, they gifted Donald an enormous flying palace. The weirdo viewed the jumbo as his recreated phallus. To circumnavigate the rules, they sent it to his library, a cunning stunt to camouflage this overt act of bribery. Did you know Qataris only make up 12% of all their population, whereby migrants are the rest? You'd think that Donald was appalled. This went against his views. He'd banished all his immigrants to Salvadoran blues. But when he saw the sheiks all dressed in snow-white robes so beaut, he thought his lot could be returned to press his wrinkled suit. So many showing buildings, and not one of them was Trump's. He'd make a pile, his hotels perched upon this sandy dump. Alas, he had to move along and scour the Middle East to garner more fine presents from this Arab easy street. And what about Melania? Her eyeliner getting hotter. She wouldn't budge from Air Force One, a melting panna cotta. They gathered all their goodies and returned to USA. The press was apoplectic at the crassness he'd displayed. The Democrats were livid, citing all the rules he'd broken. But they were paper tigers, so they sulked and sat there smoking. The Flying Palace took its place, Trump's library in the skies, but he had banned most every book, so this was just disguise. Instead of serving townsfolk as a reference book repository, the palace was as welcome as a Botox Trump suppository. And if you did request the library call upon your street, you'd need a runway of a length that reached 10,000 feet. Little did he know his fine Qataris were inscrutable. They'd loaded up his plane with spying gadgets justly suitable. So everywhere that Donald went, the Arabs had him tailed. They monitored his brainwaves and his every breath inhaled. Tracking him with Starlink, they would stalk the Orange Tsar. They didn't want the puffy slob returning to Doha. Although he had the sorties pay for every drop of fuel, the palace had just tiny tanks for short hops with the fool. Besides, the plane was obsolete, its use-by date pre-plucked. All set for landing in Palm Beach, its code read self-destruct. Blimey, poor Americans must be getting sick and tired of the amount of money that this bloke is just dragging in hell west and crooked just by threatening people and selling off half of America. It's just absurd. Summer's coming, and I think it's going to be the summer of discontent, where all Americans will rise up and let their politicians, know exactly what they think. And it's just not right. It's not right indeed. And I'm getting all hot and flustered. I think I'll have to have a beer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the poem. Please like, share and subscribe and spread the word, and press the notification bell, of course, and then YouTube will let you know when another one's coming. There might be a little break now because I'm watching what the idiot's doing, and then I have to try and cobble it into some sort of form that might be humorous amongst the tears. Anyway, have a wonderful day, stay strong, and bye-bye for now.